Welcome to our Kapha balancing yoga class. Kapha is the energy that is connected to the earth energy. And sometimes we are prone to lethargy or heaviness of movement. Coming out of winter, that's often the case. We're shedding off that hibernation kind of feeling and starting to move toward a more energetic kind of movement. So through yoga, we benefit through a warming and flowing practice to help stimulate the metabolism and circulation. So we'll do some simple flowing sequences to help warm our body, and then some sustained holds so that we can benefit from feeling connected to the earth energy, so that hopefully we can create a balance between the two. So you'll notice some heart opening sequences to stimulate circulation and metabolism. And just again, feeling that balance of energy with the earth and a little bit of the water element in our flowing movement. So let's close our eyes, roll our shoulders back, take your hands by your sides, and just to start to breathe deeply in and out through your nose. Focus on your breath here as a way to connect to your deepest self in this very moment. Feel your body settled here, relaxed here, and grounded from this first moment of our practice. We'll move from this place of rootedness to feel our energy grow and expand. Let's open our eyes, take our arms by our side, 3 grateful breaths together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And inhale, energy builds all around us. Exhale. Good. Move on to all fours. Let's start with a simple flowing sequence to get things started to move. So we'll lift up onto our toes, hips into the air, pressing back through our hands, sides of the body lengthening. Take a few breaths here, pulling in through your center. Lifting the center will help us to stimulate our digestive system, which works on circulation and heat. And let's shift forward to a plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, lift up to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 1 more time, start the warming. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, press back. Good. Now to feel the strength of our motion, let's drop our forearms down to the floor and move into dolphin pose. Walk your feet a little bit closer. Really engage through the center of your body, lifting up through the abdominals and pressing down into the earth with the forearms. This will build up our heat by stimulating our abdominal organs. Take 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, release to your knees, Shift your arms forward, sit back through those heels, rest the forehead on the floor, and feel that side body lengthening. Hands on the ground again, rise up out of the earth to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step where you can hop to your hands. Exhale, fold into the legs. Relax your neck, relax your jaw. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach up to the sky. And exhale, bring your arms by your sides. Good. Now as we flow through Surya Namaskara 8, see if you can move with very deliberate movement. Inhale, reach your arms up, deliberate about where we place them at the top. Exhale, fold forward, pulling in through the center of the body to lengthen our back body. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. You can bring your hands up your shins if it's hard to touch the floor. Exhale, now we bend, step back to our plank. We've done this sequence already. Chaturanga, feel free to drop your knees if your arms are getting tired. Inhale, lift up, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, stretch your abdominals. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And drop those heels down to the floor as we lift the hips up and pull in through the center of our body. Good. Very nice. Let's continue with our movement. Reach your right leg, inhale, up and back behind you, three-legged down dog. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands and drop the left heel to the floor. Windmill your arms around to Virabhadrasana B, Warrior 2. So here we feel that heaviness of the ground beneath us, but not to weigh us down. Our energy comes up out of the floor there. So we're settled, we're steady, we're grounded. And from there, we can let the energy flow. Drop that left hand down, reach your right arm up and move into a reverse warrior. Pulling, lengthening through that right side of the body. And then exhale, take your hand down, maybe on your forearm, or reach for the floor. Here's where a block might be handy. If you're using one, put it on the pinky toe side of your right foot and pull your left arm overhead. Of course, you can have your hand all the way on the floor as well. Feel that right hip starting to open and how nice it is to expand through the side body. It's going to help our stimulate our circulation again. Inhale, straighten up through your torso, lengthening the right leg as well, Trikonasana. Exhale, reach the right hand down. If you're using your block, now take it to the big toe side of your foot and extend that left arm up to the sky. If it's too much for the shoulder, hand to the hip is just fine as well. I love this chest opening pose here, reaching down, but that energy that pulls all the way up. Good. Inhale, lift up through your torso. Shift that out of the way for a moment. Exhale, turn your toes so they're facing each other, a little bit of pigeon-toed. Prasarita Padottanasana C. Take your hands behind you, clasp them together, press into your fingers. Feel how it opens up your chest, so great for circulation. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Take your arms away from your back as you go down. Now just let your neck be free here. Nice and relaxed. Shift your weight toward your toes just a little bit so you can feel the hamstrings back there lengthening. And inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, release your hands. Bring your hands to your waist and shift your feet so that now both toes are pointed straight forward on your mat in your space. Look up, inhale, exhale, fold forward. Take your hands down. If you're using a block, turn it so that it's got space for you to place both hands on it. Or you can just stack your hands right around the feet if you're flexible enough. We want this right leg to be as straight as we can so that we can feel that hamstring down there. And then pull in through the center of your body again, continuing to lengthen through your spine. Good. Feel that nice stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your right leg. Put both hands down on the floor again and step back to your plank. Let's take our vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or hop up to the hands. Exhale, fold into your legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach up. Exhale, Samastiti. Good. We should feel that flowing energy. Let's hold for a moment in Vrksasana so we can root down and energize up. Shift your weight back to your right foot and lift your left foot up your leg. Pull your pelvis under. Tilt open up the inner thigh and start with your hands at heart center. Now you might feel like there's a lot of energy on this right side. Lift up, root down, but energize up. And if it suits you, you could perhaps extend your arms up to the sky and feel that lift. Keep holding strong through your center. Nicely done. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands back to the center. Gently release that foot. Let's continue on with our vinyasa so we can get our left side. Here we go, back to our flow. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step or hop back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Nicely done. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back behind you. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands. Spin that right heel down. Windmill your arms, Virabhadrasana B. Settle into this strong pose, not to feel heavy, but to feel grounded, feeling that energy supporting us from the earth. And then we can start to move. Reach back into our reverse warrior. Feel that lengthening through the torso. Pull that shoulder down. Yes. Beautiful. And come forward to Parsvakonasana. Left forearm to the thigh, left hand to the floor. Remember our option to use a block on the pinky toe side of your foot. Extend and lengthen. How nice it is to reach that whole side of the body. Beautiful. Inhale, lift up, straightening both legs, move into Trikonasana. Exhale, left hand reaches back down, right arm in the air. If you're using a block on the big toe side of your foot, this shoulder, if it feels intense, hand to the hip. Just work on pulling back and opening up that chest space, really trying to expand our circulation today. Shut off some of that hibernation feeling from the winter months. Good. Inhale, Lift up. Exhale, turn your toes to face each other. Take your hands behind you, fingertips clasped together. Press into your fingers, look up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Hands go down, arms come away. Now this is the second time we're here, so see if it feels any different this time. Maybe it does. Might feel different to release through the shoulders, through the low back, maybe even into the hamstrings. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Good work. Exhale, release your hands, take them to your waist. Turn your feet so that they are facing the front of the mat, both toes straight forward, both legs straight. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Take your hands down. If you don't have a block, hands on your legs is fine. Maybe you're using a block. Maybe your hands are all the way on the floor. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale, fold back down. Feel this long stretch all the way up the leg. How nice that feels. Good. One more breath. Inhale, exhale. Bend your left knee, hands come down to the floor now if they're not already. Step that left foot back and take your chaturanga. Back to our flow. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or hop up to the hands. Exhale, fold into your legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach up. Exhale, Samastiti. Nicely done. Let's take our second side of our balance Vrksasana. This side is a little trickier for me, full disclosure. We'll shift to our left and pull our right foot up. You can keep it lower on the ground if you need to. Even the toes on the floor is just fine. Feel that energy lifting up the body, rooting down through your foot and ankle. See how I wiggle? Hopefully you're not doing the same, but it's okay if we do. We just try again, right? We just keep breathing. If you want to expand your arms, do so. One more breath. Inhale, hold it together. Exhale. I'm working on that, working on my balance. Bring your hands to heart center. Nicely done. Let's take a strong flowing sequence. Return to our Surya Namaskara A. Reach your arms up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step or hop back just to your plank. Good. Now take the right hand to the middle of your mat and roll yourself onto the right pinky edge of your foot and expand your arm. Now this could be too intense for you. Try dropping onto your knee. You can do this whole sequence on the knee and that would be just fine. Before we go any further, just look down and make sure that your shoulder, your elbow, and your wrist are stacked on top of each other. So this may feel like just enough for you, but maybe you want to experiment a little bit by lifting up that left foot. See if you can hold your balance, be really strong through your core. Then maybe draw that foot up into your knee. So if you were here on the knee, just to keep it extended here. Don't worry about bending it. Either way, take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Place the hand down. Nicely done. Foot comes down. Press back. This is our rest. And if you need more of a rest, if you need a child's pose, then do it. That is just fine. Second side. Inhale, come forward. Place your left hand to the middle of the mat. Look down. Make sure wrist, elbow, shoulder stacked. You can be on your edge of your foot, or remember, you can be on your knee. Stay here. Either option is fine. Maybe you're gonna hover that foot. Maybe you're gonna keep it down too. It's all good. Then maybe you'll place the foot up into a tree pose. Remember, if you're on your left knee, you're just gonna keep your right foot hovering. No tree pose. Good. Feel that strength. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Place your hand down, feet down. Nicely done. Push back. Down dog. See how it's so important to push against the earth to stretch into our body. Here's our rest. If you need a child's pose, you take it. We're gonna do one more sequence. Not quite as challenging in my opinion, but you can be the judge of that. Go ahead and lift your right leg up and back behind you. Bend your right knee and look up under that right armpit. So there's a little bit of a spin to your body. You can stay right here, or feel free to drop that right foot down to the floor and flip your body into a wild thing. Such a beautiful chest and back opener. Think about how we're just expanding our lungs, working on our circulation here. Excellent work. Bring yourself back around and set it down. Find the earth again. Let's do our other side so we can be balanced. Lift your left leg up and back behind you. Bend your left knee. Spin your gaze underneath that left arm. You can stay here, or feel free to drop that foot to the floor and open up that chest and back. Really beautiful. So much expanse through the heart. Good. Now bring it around. Nicely done. And let's drop our knees, relax from our wrists. We got to get off our wrists and sit back into those hips. Hold yourself in this child's pose. Good. We're going to rest here a little bit longer than maybe usual. You can recommit to your breath. Reconnect to your breath. Allow your body to relax more fully, because we will move again, but we want to be ready for it. This rest is our home base, and we can always return to it over and over again. Inhale, lift up to down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend your knees, look forward. We'll stop, step, hop, or walk through to sit down on our sits bones. Ready for Navasana. Great job. More stimulation of our abdominals. 3 different ways to do this pose. You can come onto your elbows here, and you can lift up with the knees bent. You can lift up with your knees straight. You can be lifted higher, hovering with the knees bent or the knees straight. So take your way, let's do it with breath. Inhale, lift up. Your version of Navasana. You'll feel this in the abdominals, you'll feel this in the psoas, right at the front of the hips. Take a breath, inhale, exhale. Hi Mochi, this is my dog Mochi. Cross your feet right here, press into the floor and lift up the bandhas, just a little break. Exhale, lower it down. Let's do our second one. Inhale, come back into it. Hold the pose, not the breath. Feel free to change your movement, change your variation if you want. Good. Inhale. Exhale, cross the ankles, the other ankle on top this time. Hands by your hips, lift up, inhale. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift it. Hold it. Feel that stimulation. And we're going to slowly lower, lower, lower. Feeling that control in the body, that strength that you have. And then let your arms open overhead. Stretch it out. Feels so nice. Now, a beautiful balance for that pose is bridge pose. Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. So we'll bend our knees and lift the hips just a little bit. Tilt your pelvis and then slowly drop it back down. So that curve of the spine is pressed flat against the floor. Arms right by your sides. Start to lift from the bottom of the spine. Roll up one vertebrae at a time and take your hands underneath you, clasp them together. And you can feel this lift and opening up of the chest space. Again, good for circulation. And we are stretching out the front of the body where the abdominals are that we just squeezed. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Release your hands. Lower yourself all the way down. Good. Let the curve of the spine connect to the floor again. Take a breath. We're going to do this 3 times as well, just like we did Navasana 3 times for really good balance. Good. Let's take it again. From the base of the spine, roll up. Clasp the hands underneath. Lift up. And keep breathing. Feeling those shoulder blades squeezing together. Nice job. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. Very nice. Press that curve of the spine to the floor. Nicely done. Last time, couple of options for you. You can do it just the way we've been doing. Same thing again. A little more gentle might be to take a block underneath and just rest on that block. A little more intense would be to move into wheel pose, Urdhva Dhanurasana, where you take your hands back behind your back, right by those shoulder blades, and we'll press up. I'll demonstrate and then you decide which one you want to do. Go ahead and lift it up. Either way, we're lifting, we're stimulating, we're feeling that stretch through the whole front of the body while strengthening our back body. Such strong breath. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. Nicely done. Good job, everybody. Pull your knees into your chest. If you have a block under you, set it off to the side, of course. And press that curve of the spine to the floor. Let's care for our digestive system, care for our back with some twists after that. Nice hold. Take your arms out to a T and let your legs fall to the right side. Turn your head and gaze over the left side. And just allow the body to feel a little bit of heaviness. But heaviness with still some energy humming in our body through our hips, our back, our neck, our chest. Come back into the center and let your legs drop to the left. Turn your gaze over the right. Try to keep the shoulder down on the floor so you have that maximum extension of the chest. Beautiful. Oh, she's gonna give me kisses. Come back to the middle and allow your legs to drop down onto the mat. Let's go one step deeper. Won't you go scooch out of the way? Bring your it's gotta be our left knee. Left knee pulls into our chest and guide it across the body to the right side. Extend out that left arm again. Now this time it's a little bit deeper. Do you feel that? Do you feel that depth through the back, through the hip, through the chest? Just a little bit deeper. But we're also a little bit more relaxed as well because we have been laying on the floor for a moment. Come back to the center, nicely done, and release that knee. Now we'll take the right knee into the chest, guide it across to the left, and extend out that right arm. Turn your gaze over the right shoulder. You can feel that releasing into the back, into the hip, through the chest. And allow that heaviness to settle in. My doggy is trying to upstage me. Come back to the center. Bring both knees into your chest and let's roll ourselves up to sit. Extend your legs out in front of you. For good balance, now we would lengthen our back. So if you have a strap, grab it. Place the strap around your feet. Sit nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward. If you can grab your feet, you don't need your strap, so you do what you can do. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Fold yourself back down. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Create space for your neck. Keep lifting through the center of the body to lengthen out your back body. Good. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Set your strap off to the side. Take your hands by your side, back behind you. Fingertips face the hips. Point your toes. Either just press into the floor, pulling your shoulder blades toward each other to open up the chest. So here's option A. Option B would be to lift the hips all the way up and let your head fall back. Again, opening up the chest, working on that circulation. We have to press into the floor or support, but then we lift out of it. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Nicely done. Let's move through one more vinyasa. Pull your knees into the chest. Inhale. Exhale, roll forward, place your hands down, step hop or walk back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Grateful breath. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees. Return to child's pose one more time. Sitting back onto those hips. Stretching your arms forward. Feeling grateful for the balance that we have found today in our practice. Let's gently roll ourselves onto our back and get comfortable for Shavasana. So lay yourself down. Move one leg to each edge of your mat, your arms by your side. I like my palms facing upward. And just let yourself rest. Grow heavy and heavier still. Rest with the confidence and complete support from the floor, giving you that sense of grounding underneath. I'll let you rest. I'll wake you up with the sound of a bell. So no need for you to worry about anything. Just let your thoughts and your mind float around you. Start to wake yourself up. Rotate through your wrists and your ankles. Point and flex your feet. Stretch your arms overhead to lengthen through your entire body. And roll over onto one side in fetal pose. This signifies a new beginning, a reset, starting over. Gently press up to a comfortable seated position. And let's face each other with hands at heart center. We'll close our beautiful Kapha balancing practice with a quote by Mahatma Gandhi. Be the change you want to see in the world. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.